Okay, guess what? There's a challenge coming up on Facebook on July 24th where we are doing a new marriage. We did a marriage between astrology and divination cards. Now we're doing a marriage. I perform marriages in case you didn't know. I officiate. It's one of my favorite things to do. Why? Because there's nothing more exciting than giving people permission to be in love. Look, there's my mom and dad. They're back there. They're dead. Don't worry. They won't interrupt. So this conversation about the marriage of numerology and astrology. And it's an ancient combination. And I had how this all goes, Carrie doesn't even know this. I had an assistant named Lisa, who I adore, who now is works for United. And she was studying numerology, which I had studied for years, but then she started putting on all of the charts that I was doing, the year they were in, the life path and the year, which you're going to learn about. Part of the challenge is we're going to send you through a 5-day challenge where you're going to learn how to determine what the significance of each of the numbers are, which is a simple system that's been here. It's ancient. It's all the way from the Kabbalistic Jews in the language of Hebrew, which I have here on my arm. See the Hebrew? I love the way it looks. Each of those letters have a number related, as is true of the English language. So numbers are inherently in the system. And for those people that think like this, like it was during Greece, this was a very normal part of their language was numerology, and knowing how each letter was related to each number, and then the cycle that you were in based on your birth date and your name would determine the frequency that you were carrying. So the challenge we're going to make is, as you write during these 5 days on the Facebook page, there will be someone's going to win access to interview to our online astrology school. We're going to give that away. Is that right, Carrie?
Yes, it is.
So can you talk about the presents they can win?
Yeah, so everybody will have the opportunity to win a spot in Debra's interview class, which is a self-study astrology course, level 1, the same material that's in level 1. And what you'll have to do is there will be prompts every day that will be emailed to you when you sign up for the challenge. And if you respond to the prompts every day, then you will be able to be eligible to win.
Yeah. So good news is you're in for a learning curve. It's called the Numerological Astrological Challenge, where we combine these two by you. The numbers are a lot easier than astrology because in astrology, you have to learn the 12 signs and the 10 planets, which is 22. In numerology, you just have 9 numbers. And then 11, 22, and 33 are master numbers, but everything always breaks down to one digit. And the one digit is 0 to 9. So if you just learn, and we don't even use 0, if you just learn 1 to 9, you will know the significance of the cycle that you're in. And there's 2 different variables you're going to learn about. One is the life path that you came in with this lifetime. You'll learn about that. And the other is the year that you're in. So knowing what cycle you're in the 9-year cycle, it really assists. I've been doing this for so many years, and I love knowing that, you'll all find out that I'm in a 5-year this year, which explains so much because despite the fact that my progressed moon's in Cancer and I really have this impulse to stay home, the numerology trumps it. I mean, it's kind of interesting, as does the house. My moon in Cancer is in the 9th house of travel. So my passport's getting stamped again next month as I go off to teach in Europe. I'll be teaching in Zurich. So off I fly again in August. So the point of that story is knowing the numerology is a 5, and that is the number of change. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 4 cycles you all know, I hope, the elements, water, air, earth, and fire. Then 5 is the turning point, and then 6, 7, 8, 9 is the next 4 cycles. So 5 is that number where it's like the washing machine or the dryer, and often includes travel, because travel is the indicator in all of our society. Everywhere you go, once you take a trip, you change everything up. So travel is the astrologically, it's the 9th house in astrology. It's the number 5 in numerology, and it talks about changing things up. And you know how when you take a trip and then you come back after, like it's all refreshed? Either 1, you were so inspired by this other country or place that you went to, or 2, you are So happy to get home. Yeah, travel is one of the simple ways, taking a trip, getting in a car, going on a train, getting on a plane, moving. So numerology gives you the indicator like, oh, this year is just about me staying home, said the 2 year or the 4 year. But a 5 year or a 1 year is like you have to get up and move. And so the numerology has as significant numerology is as significant as astrology. They are a tag team, and we're going to share that with you. We have a document to give you. We have emails that are going to come out. And yes, Carol, or is that Coral? If you're a master number, which you'll learn about, 11, 22, and 33, I am too. That significates. That's very funny. Mercury's retrograde, and my mouth is going on the other way out. Leroy said, I love the way you explain. Too bad I can't talk English. Numerology and astrology are a tag team, and they are indicators to tell you the cycles that you're in. And yes, my gift is speaking English when Mercury's not retrograde. And that suggests that you knowing what cycle you're in, first of all, don't send me your numbers yet, you guys, because you first want to know what life path you're in. Like Elaine's a 22. That's going to get translated to a 4 unless she's operating at the spiritual level. You'll see only master numbers are 11, 22, 33, and we'll cover that. But what this Facebook Live is about is inviting you to come on Facebook Live, where you get to see Debra Silverman live time on Friday, Good Shabbos, at the end of our eclipse, at the end of our full moon. We just finished that incredibly intense July window from the 7th to the 17th. We just went through this incredible portal, and we're only a day, 2 days out, so we're still in it. And now we're introducing to you numerology and giving you a challenge that if you respond every day on Facebook, we will then give out a present. Someone's going to win a free class to astrology, or Instagram. You can do both. It's on Instagram and it's on Facebook. So we are now the social media astrology team. And you know what? See this necklace? Can you see it, you guys? It's got Gemini on it. It's an artist, and we're going to start promoting that on our website because she does all kinds of astrology, and she does it with necklaces. And I'm Libra rising, so I love that shit. All right. So interesting, said Lee. Yeah, it's so interesting and so looking forward. You're going to get to learn. For those of you that don't know numerology, we're going to make it super simple, just like I do with astrology. The class starts in August for those of you interested in the school. If anyone's just tuning in right now and you don't know anything about astrology, you've come to the right place. If anyone's tuning in right now and you don't know anything about numerology, you've come to the right place. If anyone's tuning in right now and you don't know anything about anything, I hope you figured out how to use your computer. And guess what? On Sunday, I'm doing stand-up. Ha, 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 ha. But it's not funny. No, no, no. I'm not funny. I'm funny, but not on Sunday. I'm going to do this whole thing about the 4 elements, which is related. We are going to relate the numerology, just so you know, to the astrology. So, for example, number 1, guess what sign number 1 is related to numerologically? Number 1 is to get up and go. And what sign do you think that would be? Oh, Aries. See, it's kind of simple. Now, Carrie and Kristen are here. Kristen's going to be our new Carrie, and I'd love some questions from the Peanut Gallery. Do we have any questions from the Peanut Gallery? Love me some Debra Silverman, said Mona. I know a tiny bit, said Ray, but I'm looking forward to learning more. It's different seeing you stand up. You usually teach from your bed. I know, I'm standing up. But that's just, every once in a while you got to change it. Is there any questions from the Peanut Gallery? I'm a master number, 11 to a 2. I love the way you explain things, said Leroy. Thank you for sharing this challenge. I have no idea of any of this. Well, Leroy, you're going to learn. Where is numerology in astrology? Okay, I think we did it. We're just doing 10 fast minutes. Get ready for the challenge, July 24th. We will be on for 5 days. If you comment the whole time, you will be noticed, in which case we will then pick your name out of a hat. Here's my hat. You know, I lost my hat. Remember that hat, Carrie? I had the cutest hat. I left it on the airplane. Bad. It's different seeing you stand up. Yeah, I can stand up. I can even dance. I can come close. I can come far. I love watching you. And guess what, you guys? Any of you on Facebook, if you don't want to wait to learn about my school in August, because that's when the cart's going to open, you can go buy my book, The Missing Element. I'm a perfect advertisement for The Missing Element. What is our birth portal? What is our birth portal? No, we just went through a portal from the new moon to the full moon with the eclipse of Mercury retrograde. This was a very intense, it continues to be. There's 3 planets in Cancer today. Mercury's in Cancer, the sun is in Cancer. It's an emotional time. Will sessions be recorded if we miss one, said Joanne? That's a very good question.
It's all done by email, so you can read it at any time of the day.
Oh, so all the information comes through an email.
Yep.
Oh, so I teach them on the email. They're not going to see me live doing this crazy thing I do.
You will be live one day in the Facebook group, but that will be recorded and saved in there.
Joanne, we're going to save it, record it, and send it to you. Cindy said she's excited. Joanna, how does your life path number connect with astrology? Well, that's the interesting part, is this is where the marriage comes in, and we're going to learn all about that. Why do the same numbers follow us? That's Pascal. What a great name. That is a really good question. And you know how everyone has a favorite number? Or like when you play roulette, which I love to play, you have favorite numbers and they show up more around you. Or some people have this thing about 11. That's all real. It's like you're a magnetic force field for synchronicity. Everybody is. And while you may not be able to see the magnetic force field, clearly it's an energy around you. It definitely draws the right person, the right time, the right street, the right address. Like even when you move into a new house, you want to pay attention to the address. Or when you get your driver's license plate on your car, my car's an 11. I mean, I always pay attention to that. Yeah, I thought today was supposed to be moon rising in Pisces. Taylor, you are in Pisces. You're making stuff up now. So the numbers of your phone number, of your birth date, of your driver's license, of your license plate, of your address at your house, the hotel room that you stay in, I always add up the number to see what life is trying to say. Because this is what it is. Numerology is another language, like symbolic language, that is trying to talk to us. Yeah. So Kristen and Carrie are in here and they're going to go do their numbers. And then we're going to have our numbers ready to go. So if we understand numbers, oh my God, definitely a net. If you understand numbers, it just, you know what it is to me? It's an electrical current. To know numerology means you're in the because it's electricity. Numbers are electricity. They're frequencies. They're vibrations. So if I'm in rapport and there's synchronicity and I keep seeing 1111, like right now, it's 1014 in Hawaii. So there it's a 6. But I have a fixation. I don't know how many of you have this. I have been adding up numbers my whole life. Yeah, I think numerology was an ancient practice in Greece and in times of old. So those of us who were astrologers, particularly, everything's numbers. So yes, you go ahead. Excited for numerology, timing perfect. I just brought Glynis McCann's book and got a reading from her last week. Wow, Lori. Yeah, there's some great numerologists. How was your reading, Lori? I'm so interested. All right, 15 minutes on Facebook Live is the Debra Silverman Show, brought to you by Numerology and Astrology Incorporated, coming soon to your neighborhood, July 24th. If you write, the link is in the description. If you just start getting your comments going and start writing about it, we're going to give you, somebody in here is going to win a free interview class. Interview. Get it? All right. Kristen, Carrie, any comments from the Peanut Gallery?
That's it. Link is in the comments and the description.
Look, I've been framed. Is that funny? I could go backwards. I'm framed perfectly. That was Debra Silverman. If we just cut everything else off, it's just my head in a frame. I know, I'm a Gemini. I can't help it. All right, kids, we love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of our numerology challenge. And I will be seeing you July 24th. The school starts next month. The book is for sale, The Missing Element. And of course, the Star Community is waiting for you. Go check out thestarcommunity.com.